So for me, I am not prepared to ride this back down. And what I believe, where I'm happy with my profits, is a 40K Bitcoin. If we have a daily close below 40K, I am willing to look at it and say, you know what? The bear market is here. Now, a lot of people are going to disagree with this. Miguel is about to right now.
Oh,
But
I
what I
disagree already.
but what I want to say on record is that at some point you have to come to the realization that maybe I didn't call this correctly. And I'm willing to say, right, just like I think anyone else should, that I don't think that's where we're going. I don't think we're going to do that. But if we do, that will be my signal at this point in time, combined with the overall macro economic factors, that I will at that point I would be calling a bear market. You guys go ahead and hammer me in the
Look,
chat,
man,
but below 40 for me, bear market. I'm taking profits, and guess what? We'll see what happens.
let's get this guy off the screen here for a minute before any more of this shenanigans comes out of his mouth. 40K Bitcoin, right? You're going into the same mentality the 20K Bitcoiners had in April, in May and June, where they said that's it, the bull market is over, we're below 30K, we're gonna keep going down to we're gonna keep going down to 20, yada
Right?
yada. I'm not gonna buy the dip because we're gonna keep going lower and we're going entering a bear market,
Yep.
guys.
That's stupid
That
though,
is
by the way. That was May. That was literally 6 months ago. That's dumb. Go ahead.
what was done.
6 months ago, thinking we were there. Big difference. 6 months
It's
from then
dumb.
to
It's
now.
dumb thinking we're there now. You're in the same. You're in
No,
the same cycle.
when does the bear market happen?
Wait, hold on. Before we get into
No,
when
no,
the
no,
bear
no, no,
market
no. When
happens,
does
hold
the
on,
bear
hold on, hold on,
market happen?
hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a
Okay,
minute. I
okay,
gave you your
okay,
time. Let
okay,
me get
okay,
my thought
okay.
out there. Right. So why this 40K Bitcoin wouldn't be is the same scenario as May, June is
Okay.
simple. It's because they're making you fearful right now. Everyone right now is expecting Bitcoin to be at 100K. Everybody was expecting it to be a parallel of 2017. And what happened? Instant chaos. November didn't go the way we thought it was. December is starting off even worse than ever, right?
Mhm.
So if we drop to 40K, what's that from 67K that we were at? Like a four, like a what? Like
Well,
a
I mean,
30
it's
something,
yeah,
30
that's
something, 40
almost a
something percent.
40% drop. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, 40% drop, right? Instantly, everyone's going to be thinking, this is it. It's over. Guys, Bitcoin has multiple 40 something, 38 something percent drops through 2017. It just happened to happen in a different time frame when we are expecting. We program ourselves to think things need to happen exactly the same. And if in December or November we're not having the same movement that we had in 2017, that's it. The bull market's over and the bear market is going to begin because Bitcoin cannot be in a bear market, cannot continue in a bull market past December. That's what we have programmed in our heads. Most of us haven't agreed with the extended cycle theory. I think it's time to adapt. I think it's time to adapt the extended cycle, right? And this goes to where I'm going to answer your question. I believe Bitcoin will enter a bear market after we do finally see some level of parabolic rise because the shock supply between Bitcoin and its demand hasn't happened. We are at a 3-year low of Bitcoin on exchanges, and you're gonna tell me we're gonna enter a bear market now? That literally makes no sense. The on-chain metrics about Bitcoin and where we're at right now in the price is literally chaos for people to think we're entering a bear market. We've topped, it's over, time to start taking profits and selling, right? Because we're all distracted with these NFTs and these magical altcoins and DAOs that can make you rich in 6 months versus focusing on what's really happening with Bitcoin and the institutions. The institutions are using this distraction to extend out the cycle to be able to accumulate more Bitcoin. And now they create this chaos with dumping it, making you believe once again, like they did in May and July, that the bull market is over and it's because of the time frame. We need to go into a bear market now, and it's time to sell. Then they're gonna make a huge rise, a huge pump when nobody expects it, and when that pump happens, then everyone's going to want to buy the big, huge 10K candles. And then they're buying the tops. And then they're going to get dumped on again. And then we enter the bear market.
Okay. So I first of all, again, to be clear, I don't think that we're there right now. Part of the reason that I look at
Even if we hit 40K, we wouldn't be there.
so part of the reason that I'm looking at 40K as a number more than just on-chain metrics is we have meetings coming with the time of year that we're at and some of the things that are happening. They are actively talking about, again, now this is all hypothetical. This is all, hey, if we even see that number. For the record, I don't think we're going to right now. But if we do, the reason that my plan will be to take profits is because at some point you do have things
It's because you
that
got
turn
paper
around.
hands, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody knows
Yeah,
Nick's
paper
got
hands.
paper hands.
Paper hands. Been holding since a couple $100. Paper hands here. So ultimately, when we have macroeconomic factors happening, when we have people getting scared out of their pants because of the fog around the world, combined with raising interest rates, combined with all of just the chaos that's going on in our society, at some point we have to turn back around. Here's part of my thing. If you don't think that the institutions pay attention to social media, you are wrong. And if you believe that, then you know that they pay attention to what all of the big names are saying. There's not a single big name out there that has, to my knowledge, that has been saying that we hit the top. So, what better way than to dump the price, shake out some hands. We recover right now quickly, start moving back up towards, and we basically do a dead cat bounce, and it's over. They literally had
Wait. You're
hoodwinked.
saying, hold on,
It
hold on.
hoodwinked everyone.
Hold on. You're saying that because they follow what's happening in the social medias and everyone's expecting this crazy up price,
Yep.
they've dumped it. Then they're gonna give us a dead cat bounce to make us think we're still in a bull market
Recovering.
and then dump it again.
Yeah, because ultimately that's what you're
So
saying.
you do think we're going? So you are saying that we are entering a bear market right now? Because if we're gonna
No,
have a dead cat bounce and then we're gonna keep going lower, you're saying
no.
we're entering a bear market.
What I'm saying is if this plays out to where we go lower than 40, if we have a recover and go lower than 40, yeah, because ultimately you're saying the same thing. You're saying that they are playing games with what we see, with
They're
what
playing games with the opposite, right? Everyone's expecting
everyone's
100K.
expecting a run, so that we're not getting it.
Everyone, but no. Why wouldn't we get a run? They're the ones the most to take the most advantage of this run. Why wouldn't they? Right? They
Do
move
you
the markets.
do
Why
you did
wouldn't they push
you
us to
did see
100K?
you did see 2 bill because it doesn't matter. They can make micro movements at 10K at a time and make money on the way down and on the way up. They don't need these massive moves because ultimately, if the massive moves happen, the majority of us, the common folk, are going to be able to take a ton of
No,
profits.
you're wrong. You're wrong there. You know why? Because they do need these massive moves in the short term. Because for now, there are no regulations with institutions, right? Jamie Dimon can come out, dump all over Bitcoin, a big,
Yeah.
massive dookie, right? And
Yep.
then be buying Bitcoin in the background at the same time, and then buying up and then
Well,
selling
we
at
know
a
that
way higher
happens.
prices.
That
I
happens all
know,
the
right?
time.
So we know that's happening, right?
Yeah.
But they can't do that forever. As if they end the cycle here, right, and didn't have a massive parabolic movement, they're missing on a bunch of capital because at some point regulation will arrive and that opportunity for institutions to play this game will go away. They cannot come out publicly and do this level of manipulation, right? From institutional side. Right now they can. So
Yep.
it makes no sense for them to cancel the bull run short and break everybody's confidence in Bitcoin and in this cycle when they're missing this gigantic opportunity of making massive profits. What they're gonna do, and what I think they're doing, is they're just shifting the time frame so that people can now Bitcoin moving into a bull market past December is no man's land. No one's seen that.
Right.
Nobody knows when the
Right.
top is going to be
Well, there's
and
still
when.
people calling for an extended cycle. Benjamin Cowan
Well,
and some
they've
of them
been
are calling
calling
for
for
it.
an extended cycle, but
Yeah.
nobody knows the time frame of when the top will actually happen. Once we hit extended cycle territory, it can be tomorrow, it can be today, or it can be 3 months from now. Nobody will know, right? Versus if it happened in December again, then everybody knows, all right, December 19th and 20th, right? That's going to be the top because in 2013, in 2017, that's when it topped out. In November, we saw massive move, 30% pullback, massive move again. Now that the time frame has shifted completely, or if it does happen, right, the extended cycle does happen, nobody knows. Nobody has a time reference
But
anymore.
But hold on, same thing. Nobody was calling for this to be the end, nor am I. What I'm saying is nobody was calling for that either. So what your logic is, hey, if nobody's looking for it, then they can do it and it works.
Yes,
So this is
but
the
it
same
does.
thing.
They're not incentive. Why would they be incentivized into a bear
What do you mean?
market right now?
Do you think
Why
the
would you go into
institutions
a bear market right now
do you think do
versus
you
extending into a bull market, having an extended bull market with multiple manipulation dumps from
do
here till 2022?